watching this video, there's probably a pretty good chance that your district or your school building has recently adapted to using the Navigate Prepared app. Don't worry though, we got you covered with training. Let's take a look about what Respond actually does. The main development behind Respond is for student accountability. Respond will also allow staff and admins to account for students in real time during an emergency or drill via mobile device. Alert notifications are also sent to users' devices with sound and push notifications. Respond also contains a chat feature that allows all users to text during the duration of the alarm. Let's go ahead and get started with downloading the app. The app is available to both Apple and Android users. To search for the app, you'll need to go to the Apple iTunes Store or the Google Play Store. Once in the store, go ahead and look for Navigate Prepared. This will bring up the app. Once you see the app, go ahead and hit the download button. Once downloaded, go ahead and hit open. This should now open up the Navigate Prepared app, and this should bring you to the login screen. Go ahead and enter in your email address, your password, and your site ID. This is important to note, especially for iPhone users, that whenever entering in your credentials for the first time, a push notification alert will come up. Make sure that you hit allow in order to receive the push notifications as well as the sound alarms on your device. Let's look now at how to get started with setting up your account in the app. To do so, go ahead and select on My Account in the lower left-hand corner. You'll have several options here. You'll be able to change your name information if you need it. If you want to go ahead and click on the little picture icon and add a picture of yourself or take a selfie, you could do so as well. And you can change your password. We recommend going in for the first time and changing your password so that way you can guarantee that you have a secure login. You can also set a PIN number if you would like, if you have children at home that maybe play on your device, just to ensure that they won't go ahead and enable an alarm. You could also go ahead and add in your phone information. That'll update onto the site itself. Okay, now we're ready to start using the app. To get started, go ahead and select on the Respond tab. This will bring up a list of buildings that you have to choose from for initiating or selecting an alarm. I'm going to go ahead and use the middle school for today's training video. Once you select the building you belong to, this will bring up a list of options that you have for alarms. You'll notice there are 5 different types of alarms, and you also have the ability at the bottom to customize rosters if turned on by your district. Let's explore that first. The custom roster option is available to allow you to go in and customize your rosters prior to an alarm being initiated. Now keep in mind that this does have to be turned on by your district, so this may not be available. If it is available, go ahead and select on the button. Once in the roster, you'll be able to go ahead and select a class that you would like to choose. Once that class has been chosen, you'll have a customized box that will allow you to rename that class. Go ahead and do so. You could do this to all classes, you could do it to 1 or 2, or you could do it to none. It's totally up to you, but this option is available to help you find the classes in the event of emergencies or drills. Now, once your rosters are set up, we're ready to start talking about initiating alarms. Now, bear in mind that anybody has the ability to initiate the alarm, but only your admin users will have the ability to go in and end that alarm. In the event of emergency or a drill, if you need to initiate an alarm at any time, go ahead and choose from one of the 5 following alarms. We're going to go ahead and use a fire drill for today. Go ahead and select the tab, and notice that I do have my PIN number activated, so it's going to ask me for that. However, if I did not, it would ask you if you were sure if you want to initiate an alarm, then hit yes. Let's take a look at what happens once that alarm is sent. What you just saw and heard was the Navigate Prepared Respond app in action. That sound alert goes off each time an alarm is initiated. However, it is important that you have your sound notifications turned on, and you cannot have your phone or device turned on to vibrate mode. You also get a push notification that allows you to go into the app and start selecting your rosters. Let's go ahead and explore how that's done. Once the alert comes through on your phone, go ahead and select the push notification. Once doing so, you will get inside the app, and you will also have the ability to select your rosters. As a teacher, odds are that you will have a list of your classes associated with you. Let's go ahead and select Social Studies to get started and show how to bring up your classes. Once I go ahead and select that, you will see that it pulls up the roster for my class. What I will want to do now is go ahead and start accounting for my students. Before actually accounting for your students in the app, it's best to just take an active head count just to make sure everyone is there. If you know that all your students are there, the easiest thing to do in the top right-hand corner is hit the Mark All button. This will go ahead and indicate that all the students that you have in your class are accounted for. You could also go in and mark them as absent by single tapping on their name or double tapping their name to indicate them as being unaccounted for. If there's an extra additional student with you during the event of the emergency or drill, you could add that student as well. To do so, go ahead and hit the Add Student button beside where it says Mark All. This will bring up a list of unaccounted for students. You'll then want to go ahead and find that student's name, go ahead and tap on their name, and then select Yes when asked if you want to add them to the custom roster. Once they are complete and added to the roster, if you scroll down, you'll see that student's name has been added. The nice thing about that is that it'll indicate that they have been accounted for by yourself on that teacher's roster. Once you have all your students marked as accounted for, go ahead and hit the red Submit Count button in the top right-hand corner. This should go green once they are submitted. Aside from being able to choose from your own classes, you're able to choose from all the classes that are listed for the entire building. This is helpful if maybe, say for example, you have a substitute teacher with you that needs to account for their students. You could easily go to Change Class after you're done submitting your roster and go pull up one of the classes that that substitute is with. You just go ahead and account for the students the same way as you would before with your own class. This will indicate to the admins then that those students are safely accounted for. You also have the ability to create a custom roster of adding specific students. This feature may be especially helpful to people such as aides, librarians, maybe cooks, custodians, and admin level people. Just go ahead and create the custom roster as listed below, and then it'll allow you to add students as shown previously when doing My Classes. You would just want to go through and account for all students individually and add them to your list, and then submit your count. The last option we have to review today is the chat feature. This is located in the bottom right-hand corner of your app. To go ahead and utilize the chat feature, go ahead and select the button. This is a great way to communicate throughout the duration of a drill or an emergency without having to use a phone or walkie-talkie. To go ahead and utilize the chat, just simply select All for your chat room, or if you want to communicate directly to an administrator. Go ahead and type in a message and then hit Send. Basically, this will work just like any other chat room that you have used probably previously on the internet. That concludes the training for utilizing Respond in emergency or drill situations. If you'd like additional help or support, feel free to check out the Help section and Navigate Prepared under the Respond tab. You will find many documents there as far as troubleshooting, setup, and how-to. And always feel free to contact customer service if you have any questions or concerns regarding the app. Thank you.